This question is from circles. We are given an equation of a circle, x square plus y minus 1 whole square equal to 1, and from that we directly get the radius and center. Radius and center of the circle. Radius is 1 and center is 0, 1, and we are asked, yes, it's given that another circle C touches it externally and also the x-axis. We want the locus of its center. So this is roughly our circle. This point is 0, 1, and we are asked to find circles like this. Circles like this, which touches externally, touches this circle externally, also touches the x-axis. And other circles can be like this, even bigger ones. All those circles, right? You can go even smaller here. Okay, get my point. And same on this side too. Could have circles like this. I'm not drawing it very perfectly, so I hope you understand the point. It touches the circle externally and also touches the x-axis. So what we are asked is, we are supposed to take the center of each of these circles, and then we are asked to find the curve that it makes, the curve that the center of this makes, curve or anything. That's what this term is for, locus. So we have to find the relation that this, all the terms, all the points which satisfy this condition. Okay, so now can we have such circles on the top? No, right, because it has to touch x-axis. But we can have it in the bottom, like this. So for these circles, the center is easy to figure out. It's the points on the negative y-axis. All points on the negative y-axis. You can have many circles here, all touching the circle externally, also touching the x-axis. Okay, so that is one part of our answer. 0, y less than 0. So those are all the points which form circles below the x-axis. So for the sides, for the right side, what we have here is, okay, let me keep this. This is part of our answer. Okay, for the right side, let's draw a simplified diagram, just having two circles, one our main circle and the other one the circle which we are trying to find the locus of. Okay, so this is our first circle, and let this be another circle, and let this be the center, x, y. So we want to find the relation between this x and y. We know this point, it is 0, 1. So since it's touching externally, we know this distance is, I'll call this AB. We know this distance is radius of this circle plus radius of this circle. What is radius of this circle? It's 1, we know, and radius of this bigger circle is, you can draw this line, this is the radius because this is the center, and it's just the y coordinate, which is y. So this distance is also y, so the whole distance AB, so AB is equal to y plus 1. Now let's draw a parallel line to the x-axis at which is one distance away from the x-axis, and let's call this point C. Then we know AC is just the x coordinate of the center, which is x. Yeah. Now BC is this whole distance minus distance still here, that is 1. So this is y minus 1. Now we know Pythagoras theorem. By Pythagoras theorem, AB square is AC square plus BC square. So what does that give us? AB is y plus 1 whole square, AC is x square, AC square is x square, and the last term is BC square, which is y minus 1 square. Let's expand it. Y square plus 2y plus 1 equal to x square plus y square plus y 1 minus 2y. Some of these terms cancel out. What we have left is x square is equal to 4y. So this is for points on the right hand side. For the left side, this will be similar, but let's see how it goes. So on the right side we have x comma y such that x square equal to 4y and x greater than 0. Let's see on the left side what happens. Let's draw a similar circle on the left. Sorry. Okay, again let's call the center of this xy. Let this point be D. Now you see x is negative here. Notice that x is negative, so while writing the distance AE, this is D, this is D, this is E. Now while writing the distance AE, okay, by Pythagoras theorem what this gives us is AB, AD square is DE square plus AE square. So what is this? AD square is again y plus 1 whole square. AD square is again y plus 1 whole square. DE square is also again y minus 1 whole square. But here there is some difference. Instead of x we have minus x, but anyway it's just x square. We're taking the square, so it doesn't matter really. So again we get the same equation, x square equal to 4y. So our complete answer is x comma y, x square equal to 4y, x not equal to 0. Union the bottom circles in the bottom, which are 0 comma y, y less than 0. Notice that we are not considering point circles. We could have a circle here, but if you consider a point as a circle, then it's also a rectangle, a square, a sphere, everything. So I think it's not conventionally accepted that a circle is a sphere. So it is accepted, I mean it is true also, but doesn't make much sense. It depends. Okay, if you have this in a competitive exam, just check out the options and figure out a way. Otherwise, just you have to be happy with this answer.